Thank you, Mr Speaker, for allowing time to hear this application for an emergency debate on the following motion: that this House has considered the matter of the length and purpose of the extension of the Article 50 process requested by the Government. I do note that the SO24 procedure requires a specific and important matter to be before the House, and I think there could be few more important than this, Mr Speaker. Last week, the House passed a motion by a majority of 210 requiring the Government to request an extension to the Article 50 process. The Prime Minister voted for that motion. The wording of the motion itself and speeches from that dispatch box, including from the Minister for the Cabinet Office, led the House to believe that the Government would seek either, on the one hand, a short technical extension if the Prime Minister's deal was passed by the 20th of March today, or a longer extension if that was not the case. Parliament could not have expected the Prime Minister instead to pursue a course described at that dispatch box by the Minister for the Cabinet Office as downright reckless. Yet today we learn that is exactly what the Prime Minister intends to do. The Prime Minister has now made a formal request to the President of the European Council for an extension of Article 50, but she's not made a statement to this House. Therefore, the only opportunity for Parliament to debate this issue before the Council meets tomorrow is by this SO24 application. It's vital that the Prime Minister and the Government are held to account on this, that we have this opportunity to scrutinise the Government's approach, to consider the terms of the extension that are being sought, and if this approach and to ask whether this approach abides by the will expressed by the House last week. I therefore ask for this emergency debate to be held at the earliest opportunity. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
Well, I'm grateful to the Shadow Secretary of State for exiting the European Union. The Right Honourable Gentleman asks leave to propose a debate on a specific and important matter that should have urgent consideration, namely that this House has considered the matter of the length and purpose of the extension of the Article 50 process requested by the Government. I have listened carefully to the application from the Right Honourable Member, and I am satisfied that the matter raised by the Right Honourable Member is proper to be discussed under Standing Order number 24. Has the Right Honourable Gentleman the leave of the House? No! I say, colleagues can now resume their seats, as much for the benefit of those observing our proceedings so that they are intelligible, that there was an objection, I think, from the Honourable Gentleman, the member for Wellingborough. No, I heard it very clearly, but I think he probably wants everybody to know the Honourable Gentleman, member for Wellingborough, objected, and in those circumstances it is necessary for at least 40 Honourable or Right Honourable members to rise in their places, if you will, to validate the application. And it was very obvious to me, they can do it again if they want to, exercise their muscles. It is entirely obvious that the Right Honourable Gentleman has indeed obtained the leave of the House. It is commonplace for such debates to take place the following day, but it is by no means required that they should do so, and I have on a previous occasion, because of the circumstances, ruled that the debate should take place straight away. This is such a circumstance. The debate will be held today as the first item of public business. That is to say, after the 10-minute rule motion. The debate will last for up to 3 hours, and it will arise on a motion that the House has considered the specified matter set out in the Right Honourable and Learned Gentleman's application. I'm grateful to him and to colleagues